Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bestinslot, and it is a Wednesday, my dudes, which means it is time to look at a new behind-the-scenes photo from Frontier, and therefore Jurassic World Evolution. Today we're going to look at the work of James Moulang, I don't know. He's a game designer at Frontier. Please, Frontier, just, if you're watching this, please pick developers whose last name I can very easily pronounce, because I feel bad every single time. But James, I like James, because James has the coolest sweater in human history. I'm going to have to find out where he got it because I really want one. Anyways, James is a game designer at Frontier, and of course we've got these little behind the scenes photos, and Frontier know exactly what they're doing. We're going to address two different parts today, this part and this part. And we're going to start with the left hand side because it's much less exciting. So we zoom in a little bit further, and all we've got here is some sauropods stomping around on a dev build kind of thing. Some people have been excited about, say, the text you can see here. If we bring that up a little bit bigger, enhance, you can see it says territory, hunt, social. Then it says Fards or Urds 16 Tendar, and then it says Bardarder 16 Raw. I have no idea what these two mean at all, but all this is stat tracking or some description on a developer level for the dinosaurs. I don't think this is anything to get excited about, these little stat things here. I don't really think that's something we want to focus on. The other thing people have been getting a little bit excited about, I saw a post about this on the Jurassic World Evolution subreddit. If we bring up this image here, actually we'll do it on here, you can see this sort of this brown colouring sort of by the river. And people thought maybe this is terrain tools. Now, I think terrain tools are on the way. I really do. I think we'll get them by the end of the year. I think we'll get them in summer, actually. We know there's two updates on the way. One next month in April, and April starts really soon. And one in early summer. That's what we've been told. Now, what we also expect is that the April update is very small. We've already been told that. But that the summer update will be a little bit more substantial, because by then it'll be 6 months since the major DLC. I don't see any way it'll only be a small update. So, I mean, I think we may get terrain tools and stuff in summer. I've got no idea, but I'm kind of optimistic about that. But we won't be getting it in April. All this stuff is probably concerning April, so I wouldn't be thinking about long-term stuff like that quite yet. But further than that, if we actually zoom in, you can see here I've highlighted them with my ever-professional red pen, that these little sort of white circles, what they are is the gyrosphere lights. So basically all this is a gyrosphere track curling by the river. It was very mean of them to do that because it's very hard to spot the lights, but that's all they are. Right, we're going to go focus on the image on the right, number 2, because that is by far the more interesting one. If we look at the top, we can see pictures, top secret, don't go any further, you're not reading this, are you? Dinosaurs. Frontier are having a lot of fun with this, clearly. I really like this. You know, I've been critical in the past a little bit on how Frontier have communicated with us. I know they don't want to give us timescales for DLC and stuff like that, but I do think their communication could be a little bit better. And this has been really cool. This isn't, you know, we're not getting tons of information or anything, but we're getting little hints and little bits of information, and they're having a little bit of fun with it, and it's a much more engaging way of, well, engaging with the community than anything they've done since, I would say, the species profiles right before the game was releasing. That's the best thing they've ever done. And this is kind of like that in a way, where you're kind of just waiting for that next episode or that next update, and I really think it's something they should try to stick with for the future, because it's been really exciting for everyone, I think, even if we don't get much information. Anyways, so we're on this super secret folder, of course. We've got Ankylosaurus, Baryonyx, Dilophosaurus, Diplodocus, Suchomimus, and super secret new dinosaur. Now we'll talk about that in a second. First things first, I want to address, there was again a thread on Jurassic World Evolution, the subreddit, and somebody suggested that because this comes after the Suchomimus and these are alphabetical, you know, Ankylosaurus, Baryonyx, Dilophosaurus, the dinosaurs are alphabetical, super secret new dinosaur could be a Therizinosaurus. Now, super secret new dinosaur may well be a Therizinosaurus. However, these are alphabetical, yes, and super, sup, comes after Suk, okay? SUP comes after SUC. So, unless this is some next level thinking by Frontier, the fact is we have no idea what that dinosaur is. We're going to do a little bit of speculation in a moment. We have no idea what that dinosaur is, and the fact that it comes after Suchomimus is irrelevant. Purely in an alphabetical sense. It may not be irrelevant, it may genuinely be a thing, but there's no way of us knowing that at this point in time, is what I'm trying to say. The only other speculation you could maybe do on this base, however, and again, this is our Frontier thinking about this kind of thing, are they really trying to play with us on this kind of level? I don't know, but if we do this and we separate these folders into such things, you can see we've kind of got two herbivores on the left, or two like larger herbivores on the left. We've got two sort of medium-sized carnivores in the middle, or large carnivores, kind of similar ones as well. Maybe, just maybe, Dilophosaurus, and this means that that's a small carnivore. Again, this would be probably thinking unnecessary levels of speculation and thinking, but it's just interesting to point out that maybe there's a correlation there. I'm not really putting my hat on this. I don't even have a hat. I don't look good in hats. But if I had a hat, I would not put it on this theory. I'm just saying it's a possibility. It's fun to speculate. Speaking of which then, what do we think this new dinosaur is? First of all, I suspect this is coming in April, right? That's really exciting. The fact it only says super secret new dinosaur, it's suggesting to me we're maybe only getting one dinosaur. Now, that sounds like, bah, who cares? But at the end of the day, we've never really had free, other than the Fallen Kingdom update, we've never had a free update to the game that just adds a dinosaur, you know? And if it's just like a random little dinosaur that's going to expand the roster a little bit and comes along with what we think is a small update, then that's pretty cool. It's just kind of tiding us over till June gets here. Maybe we'll get a few more than one, who knows? But at the moment, you know, one dinosaur and maybe a skin pack and then maybe some quality of life improvements. That's the kind of level I'm thinking we're going to be getting in April. And then June, July, hopefully we'll get ourselves a nice big chunky update. Big chungus update. But if we're going to speculate a little bit, there's a few potential candidates. Now, again, there's thousands upon thousands of options. We really have no idea. But for example, Therizinosaurus is not the... I hate this Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus is not the worst option. It's a unique dinosaur. It's a very heavily requested dinosaur. The community really wants Therizinosaurus in the game. My problem is I think the dinosaur looks intrinsically wrong when it's not feathered. Therizinosaurus is synonymous for me with feathering, and I think it looks a little bit weird. More so than pretty much every dinosaur, I will say. I think it looks a little bit weird without feathers, as you can see here. So, maybe, and maybe the alphabetical was a thing, but Therizinosaurus, whilst a popular choice, I don't think is the most likely. I should also mention, by the way, I mean, I tried really hard to find a connection between these 5 dinosaurs, but they're not from the same era, they're not from the same geographical location, they aren't from the same island in the game. I couldn't find a single link between them. I really tried, but there just wasn't anything grouping all 5 of these dinosaurs together, so I assume they are picked for a different purpose, or it's random. I'm hoping that the thing we did there is actually what it means, but we shall see. So, Therizinosaurus is a possibility. There's also Acrocanthosaurus. Now, given it's been recently Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, this is 20-something year anniversary? No, 16 year anniversary? 16-year anniversary? Yep. Recently, the 16-year anniversary for JPOG. A JPOG dinosaur we don't have yet in Jurassic World Evolution wouldn't be a bad idea. They don't need to say it's a JPOG anniversary or anything like that. They have already said they're not doing anything for it. But maybe, just maybe, you chuck us a... Why does it look sad? Maybe, just maybe, they chuck us a little Acrocanthosaurus. It's definitely, probably, by now, the most requested of the large carnivores. If they're going to go small carnivore route, then maybe something like... I love that design. Something like the Utah Raptor would be a really good fit. We need more small carnivores. I'm hoping this is the direction they go in. I think out of all the groups of dinosaurs in the games, the smaller dinosaurs are the most neglected. That includes small herbivores and small carnivores. Something like a Utah Raptor, yes, it's not going to be feathered, but a Utah Raptor or... I don't know, Deinonychus or something that is very important to Jurassic Park as a franchise. Yes, okay, the Cult of the Lost Raptors in the films and books and stuff, but they are based on Deinonychus. And some people say Utah Raptor, those people are wrong, but I don't know, that would be kind of cool. That really would. I don't want to drag this on too much longer, don't want to speculate, but I would love to hear some comments down below. What do you guys think we're going to get in this update, and what dinosaur would you most like? If it's only one dinosaur, one unique dinosaur as well. You got to remember, we recently got the Iguanodon, and the Iguanodon kind of broke the mold for what we expect from Evolution dinosaurs, because it's got all these really cool unique animations, and it's become a really big fan favorite really quickly. So we're hoping for some stuff like that going forward. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm hoping for a Therizinosaurus, of course. I always have to, but you never know, it could be anything. And hopefully this means we are going to get a dinosaur and some skins and some new stuff like that within the next couple of weeks. As soon as I find out any information, I will let you know. And that is about it, so thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love. As always, hit the like button if you enjoyed this mindless speculation. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.